Been doing this fucking bullshit. When I go to type in my password or my email, it wants to autocorrect it now. So instead of it, being Peter All Browser, now it's Peter. What is it? Peter Logo Sweatshop. That's what it translates into. Peter All Browser translates into Peter Logos Sweatshop. And I'll be honest with you, that really fucking pisses me off. It really fucking pisses me off. Like up the fucking ass, make me fucking squeal, pisses me the fuck off.
Crimson, we're dropping you off behind enemy lines to lend Marines a hand.
I don't know, man. It's getting to the point where shit just ain't fun no more. It just isn't fun. I got family judging me, the shit that I post. Okay. I mean, you don't understand. I post what I do because I know it offends people. I know it pisses them off. That's why I do it. Because I'm a firm believer, if you get offended, that's your fault. That's not my fault. The only thing I'm sorry for is that I said something you regretted hearing. That's the only thing I'm sorry for. And that's on you. Okay? So, whatever. I don't know, man. It's just more fucking problems. Constant goddamn fucking problems up the fucking ass. Like yesterday, I went to make the frickin' oatmeal cookie. I had all the right utensils. I had everything I need. Although I don't have a cookie sheet anymore. I had to use that other thing, but whatever. Not a big deal, right? So anyways, I go out to the frickin' cupboard. I get butter. I get eggs. I go get the sugar. I get the brown sugar. And of course, when I'm up in the cupboard, I notice that I have confectionery sugar. And I have peanut butter. I'm like, ooh. So, basically, I saw this recipe for oatmeal peanut butter cookie. And essentially what it is an oatmeal fucking cookie with peanut butter fudge in the middle. Now, here's the problem with the peanut butter fudge. Now, my Aunt Nancy, back in the day, and my mother, back in the 70s, they would make fudge. And it was like this big family secret how you do it, because if you fuck it up, like, there's multiple ways to make fudge. There's easy ways to make fudge. But this is like the right way kind of a deal. And it involves... It's not really that big of a deal. You just basically take your butter, you melt it on the stove, you scoop in the peanut butter, you melt that, and then you add your confectionery sugar. Now what's going to happen is when you add the confectionery sugar, and there's no measurement, okay? So it's going to be, it's going to be kind of dry. And you have to add just the right amount of milk. And by right amount, I mean like drops. Make it so that it's pliable but not wet. And you put too much in, you're fucked. Because what it does, the milk, the wetness will fuck up the confectionery sugar, and you just turn it into like it won't hold. And what you want is that consistency where you can literally take it and mold it into like a little ball. Because if you can't do that, then it's mushy and it's like, and you've ruined it. So there's always this like intrigue and this like, ooh, can you do it? But that's fucking wet kind of a thing all these years, and it was just one of those, because if you don't put enough milk, then it's too dry, and if you put too much, it's too wet. You have to get like just the right amount, and the margin of error is trust me, you got to be careful. So there was always this mystery and this mystique to it all. Well, I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, fuck this. I took the butter, I put it in a bowl. No, I took half a stick of butter. I didn't have a lot of peanut butter. I only had like half a jar. I had less than half a jar. And it was a little tiny jar too, so it was basically enough for like me, like that moment, Like, I don't know how much fudge you can eat, but there was enough for maybe 2 days. A little bit here, a little bit there. And I scooped it in, stuck it in the bowl, and I said, fuck it, I'm going to put it in the microwave. I put it on for 3 minutes. About a minute and a half, I said, fuck it, I took it out. Then it was done. Took the spoon, mixed it up, added the confectionery sugar, added a little bit of milk, and it was like, holy shit. Because back in the day, because before the woman died, she taught me how to make it. Well, it takes like 20 minutes on the stove because you got to melt the butter, and you got to put the peanut butter in, you got to melt peanut butter, and then confectionery sugar, and you got to turn off the stove at just the right second, because if you put it on too long, you bake it, you cook it, you burn it, and so there's like this whole rigmarole of bullshit, right? And I was like, fuck that, I'm just going to do it this way. I made in 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes, what would take like 20 minutes the old way. And I'm trying to picture my aunt and my mother, in huddled nightgowns here in the kitchen, back in the day, in the 70s and 60s, making fudge, doing what they do, and it takes only 20 minutes. It took me like, literally, it took me less than 3 minutes. So like I said, I put it on for 3 minutes, but I took it out at like a minute, a little over a minute. It was just enough to melt the peanut butter, and then again, you had the confectionery sugar and big whoop, you stir it, and that's it. I made this really great fucking fudge. Now my oatmeal cookies, didn't turn out so good. They're good, don't get me wrong, they're good, but they didn't turn out as good. Partly because I didn't have cookie things. I had to put it on that, whatever that fucking tray thing is, and it turned more into like a cake. Which is fine, because what I was going to do was make, it was actually, like I wanted to make cookies, but I couldn't. So I made, like I said, like this oatmeal cookie cake. And I was going to put the fudge over top of it. And maybe you sprinkle a little of that confectionery sugar on top of that. And that part actually turned out okay. It just, like I said, I wanted to do cookies, but it just didn't turn into cookies. Because when I got out there, I realized I don't have 2 cups of sugar, or 2 cups of flour. I got like a third of a cup. And I was like, oh, okay, fine, fuck it. You're supposed to put in like 2 cups of that, and 2 cups of this, and 2 cups of that, and half a cup of that, and a third of this, a third of that. Well, I didn't do any of that. Okay. I put in about my third cup of flour, because yeah, that's all I had. I put in the entire Quaker Oat container. I added some cinnamon. I didn't have any vanilla. I hate baking soda. I hate baking powder. I hate the way they taste. They taste like shit. They taste like shit, and I don't like my cookies with them. They may not have the right consistency, but they have the right taste, and that's what I care about. Okay, so I didn't add those because I don't have those, so I don't buy those, so I don't like them. I hate the way they taste. And of course, I didn't have any raisins, so it was just going to be an oatmeal cookie. Now, I did forget to put the sugar in the fucking thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I had the brown sugar, but I forgot to put, because it's supposed to be like, was it 1 cup or 1 cup? I think it was like 1 cup brown sugar and 1 cup regular, white sugar. I forgot the white sugar. What did I think of? No, I did. I forgot the white sugar. And of course, you put a dash of salt in there. I didn't put a dash of salt in there. So I kind of had like this concoction, and it was all the right elements. There wasn't enough sugar in there, but it was okay. It was okay for what it was. Because, believe me, there's a lot of sugar in the fucking the peanut butter. So, like, in other words, I did it a certain way to do it for a certain reason. Because if I were making the cookies, I would want them to be sweeter because that's all you have. But when you put the peanut butter on, you don't really want the cookie to be that sweet because the peanut butter is going to be super sweet. So you got the super sweet peanut butter and the super sweet cookies, and all of a sudden your teeth are falling up. You don't need that shit. So it kind of worked out. So that's why I didn't actually add it. It's not that I just forgot. It's just I didn't do it. Although I should have used a little bit more butter, but whatever. So I did all that. And, it turned out fine. But what happened before I even started the fucking ordeal? I go out there, and I grabbed the container of fucking Quaker fucking oats. You know, fucking 17th century Getty Homo fucking Quaker oat bullshit, right? And they have those little tubes, and they have that little white round fucking top that pops on. Well, I grabbed it by the top like anything else. All of a sudden the fucking top falls off. The whole container gets a little wobbly and falls out of my hand. Now all of a sudden I got these fucking oats all over the goddamn floor, and the dog actually started to eat them. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? You don't eat anything else? It's like, but he wasn't going to eat the whole thing because there's like half a fucking bucket there.